Today we're trading in the 4x4 for the 4xe. Let me give you a tour of the 2024 Jeep Wrangler Sahara 4xe. With Stellantis' Dare Forward 2030 plan to cut its global carbon footprint by 50%, their leading contender for a PHEV SUV on the road would have to be the Jeep Wrangler 4xe. Now, they've added a ton of upgrades and a refresh to the 2024 Jeep Wrangler lineup, and the 4xe is no different. So today we have the Sahara 4xe on display. I thought it would only be right considering we started off the series with the Sahara 4x4, but they do have a Sport 4xe we will be getting into. But for now, today we are covering the Sahara 4xe, and here's what we'll go over. I'm going to touch on the PHEV system and battery pack, and the different drive modes for the 4xe we'll cover at the end. Then we'll get into the standard equipment of the Sahara 4xe before diving into the optional equipment, from the tops to the seats to convenience upgrades. With the most advanced powertrain ever for a Jeep Wrangler, the 2-liter turbocharged PHEV engine pumps out 375 horsepower and 470 pound-feet of torque, which is pretty much a game changer when you compare it to the gas-powered inline 4-cylinder that falls short for these numbers with 270 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. Now, it's not to say that the gas-powered Jeep Wrangler isn't impressive on its own, because you're not really purchasing a Wrangler for its power or its speed. The electric component really adds some extra instantaneous torque and power when you need it. With an electric range of up to 35 kilometers and total hybrid range of 592 kilometers, the 4xe powertrain integrates 2 electric motors and a 400-volt 17 kilowatt-hour battery pack to work with the turbo 2-liter and TorqueFlite 8-speed automatic transmission, maximize efficiency of the hybrid propulsion components to work effortlessly with the Wrangler's world-renowned proven driveline. Now, the 4xe can be charged up to 100% in about 12 hours, so this is perfect when you're coming home at night. You can plug it into a regular household outlet, and by the morning you will be fully charged. Or if you're out camping, you have that ability as well with any of those outlets that they usually make available. For when you need those quick fill-ups around town, hit up a commercial charging station or have a unit installed at home on a 240-volt level 2 charger for a full recharge in about 2 hours time. Now, there is a new feature for the 4xe lineup that I do want to mention, and it is super cool and important. Comes standard on the 4xe Sahara, but that being said, I do want to preface that some units that are coming to Canada do not have them due to build times and lack of parts being available. This being said, Peel Chrysler does have some Saharas coming in right now that do have the power box feature that you can see here that is now available and standard on the Sahara. So if you want to check that out, make sure you hit the link below. The all-new power box that features 4 120-volt outlets with 30 amps of total output allows the battery pack to power external devices like your phone or your tablet. At the end of this video, I'm going to give you a look at the all-new 12.3-inch display that comes with Uconnect 5. Special hybrid electric pages track your vehicle's hybrid system, from power flow to charging schedules to driving histories with regenerative braking impacts, all documented. Okay, let's do a quick recap of the 4xe's build. So of course, you have your notable electric blue accents from the badging to the tow hooks. The grille is of course upgraded to the new 7-slot redesigned look with the integrated antenna and Corning Gorilla Glass for the front windshield. In addition, the Sahara 4xe comes standard with a Black Freedom 3-piece hardtop that can be upgraded with a dual top group, but if you really want the ultimate tech-savvy 4xe, tag on the Sky One Touch Power Top for a carefree retractable top that can easily be opened and closed with the touch of a button. It's a costly option, but if you don't have places to store your hardtop, this can be the perfect option to enjoy the outdoor air the Wrangler design boasts. Now, I mentioned in the gas-powered Sahara review that the Sahara now comes standard with the cold weather group, which is the same for the 4xe. So it gives you heated seats for the front and a heated steering wheel, not to mention a remote start system. The City Slicking Sahara additionally packs on driver assistance features like advanced brake assist, forward collision warning plus with active braking, and adaptive cruise control with stop, and keeps you conveniently connected with the Sirius XM suite, wireless Google Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, a 7-inch in-cluster color display, and remote proximity keyless entry. Okay, so what are some optional add-ons? Well, for one thing, your 4xe's horsepower and torque can be put to good use with the trailer tow and HD electrical group, which tags on a Class 2 hitch receiver with 4- and 7-pin wiring harness, a 700-amp maintenance-free battery, and 4 auxiliary switches that equip your 4xe to tow up to 3,500 pounds. And if you're looking for some more driver assistance features, tag on the safety group for automatic high beam headlamp control, park rear park assist system, and blind spot monitoring with rear cross path detection. When we head head inside, you'll notice the upgraded premium McKinley leather-faced seats, which I mentioned in the Sahara review that these now come 8-way powered for the driver and passenger with 4-way lumbar adjust. Frankly, I think for the Sahara at least, this is a welcomed upgrade to match all things electric in your 4xe ride. And with a future-friendly SUV, you need future-friendly tech to go with it. So include the technology group for the upgraded Alpine audio system, Uconnect 5 with navigation, an integrated off-road camera for better visibility, and additional active noise control system to keep your hybrid driving silently. Okay guys, so we're gonna start off with the Jeep Wrangler Hybrids E-Select modes. So first off, we're talking about the hybrid. So this is the default mode. So you're gonna blend your torque from the 2-liter engine and the electric motor. So in this mode, the powertrain is gonna use the battery first. Then it's gonna add some propulsion from the 2-liter turbocharged inline 4 when the battery reaches its minimum state of charge. The next is the electric mode. So the powertrain operates on zero-emission electric power only, so that's no gas involved, until the battery reaches, again, the minimum charge, or the driver requests more torque, such as a wide open throttle, which engages the 2-liter engine. So, and then there's E-Save, which prioritizes the propulsion from the 2-liter engine and saves the battery charge for later use. So if you're looking to save your battery for later on, if you're going off-roading, or you're just looking to have that extra charge when you're, say, puttering around in the city, you do have that option as well. I wanted to give you a look at those hybrid pages. So as you can see, you have your 12.3-inch display here, as we've discussed and seen in our other Jeep Wrangler reviews. Now you obviously have all of your items here that you can navigate through: your home, your media, your comfort settings, so on and so forth. So we want to go to vehicle. So if we select vehicle here, you're going to see that you have your e-hybrid pages. So this is your controls. So automatically when you hit vehicle, you're going to have your mirror dimmer, your forward facing camera, and your rear facing camera. So you can check that out just for there. I love this graphic, by the way. I think it's really modern and neat. And then if we come back here, we want to hit e-hybrid. So once we hit e-hybrid, it's going to take us to this hybrid pages here. So as you can see, you can already see we have our AC going. We have 42% charge. So we're not using anything. The car is essentially off right now. When we go to the driving history, you're going to be seeing your distance traveled. So you have your kilometers driven in battery and in engine mode. And of course, you even have your regen. So if you want to know what your regen is doing, which by the way, we're going to lower this for a second because I want to show you this. Don't forget our regen button. So if you turn this off, you're not going to get max regeneration. So make sure that that stays on. So we have a regen button here. We've talked about this a number of times before. So basically any energy that you use gets put back into the battery. So when you're coasting, all that energy, you're going to feel yourself slow down because the energy will actually power back into the battery, which is great. So you can see from your coasting and from your braking, which is essentially when you're lifting off the accelerator, you're going to feel a pull, which is the vehicle slowing down. So it's taking that kinetic energy and putting it back into the battery to save you some more charge. So you can see that you can actually start watching how you do that. So if you're doing your daily commute to work, you can see how your regen's affecting that. And then of course, based on your distance traveled with your battery and your engine as well. So a lot of neat tools here that give you a better idea of what's going on with your engine. Now, next, when we go to schedules, this is great because if you are doing a schedule where you come home from work and you're plugging in at night and you want to plug in your vehicle and you don't want to worry about it, you want to charge on off-peak hours. If you're from Canada, you know what that means. Set your charge schedule. So if we go in there, so you have your start time, you have your stop time, and you can of course charge until full. So you can repeat this every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, however your schedule goes. You can set different schedules. We're not going to save that. You can set different schedules as well to give you a better time. Now you even see here, it gives you your estimated times on a 120 volt is about 10 hours and 11 minutes, 12 minutes based on our charge now, and a 240 volt is an hour and 29 minutes. So these can vary. Obviously, this is based on my climate going off right now as well. So next we have our e-save mode, which I mentioned earlier. So as I said, the e-save mode, you can do the battery mode. So it'll preserve the current hybrid and battery level for later use. It may increase the battery charge level. So battery save reclaims the energy from braking and coasting. And then the charge can also be used, the engine, to charge the battery too.